Good evening, yogis. I'm really happy to be here again with you. We're going to do a strength building class with a little bit of vinyasa flow. And since it's evening, we'll do some harder stuff, some core work. I'm really excited. I usually don't teach evening classes, so this is a little bit of a new thing for me to do some more harder work. I might have to change where my computer is just to get a good view of what I'm doing. Just a few things. Make sure that you have space to spread your arms out, to spread your legs out wherever you are. And then if you want some music, you're welcome to do that. I'll just have my voice so that you can hear me. And then you'll need a strap or a towel or some piece of clothing that you can use to substitute as a strap. And if you'd like to, you can use a block. And that's just if you need that for Warrior 3. For any stability. So awesome, let's get started. All right, looks like you can see me out here. I have my strap here. Mine is just actually a towel that I use for yoga sometimes. So whatever you have works. We're gonna get started in a seated position. So find a comfortable position for your seat. Hands are just gonna come down into your lap or on your knees. And then we're going to start by closing our eyes. Maybe it was a long weekend, maybe it was a long Monday, and you just need a moment to let the tension go from your body, let it go from your brain, that constant brain chatter that we seem to always have. Again, taking some deep breaths in and out. Calming our mind, calming our body at the same time. Try to bring yourself into whatever space you're in, and don't think about anything else that's going on in your life right now. Maybe even thinking about physically closing a door or closing a window on those things so that they're not disturbing you while you're focusing on your yoga practice. We're going to take some deep breaths in and out together. So release the breath. Now exhaling, and then we'll all inhale together. Breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhaling out. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. One more time, really feel the chest lift, the lower belly expand as you inhale, deep breath in. Exhaling, open the mouth. Starting to blink, the eyes open. Let's bring some movement into the hands, into the wrists, into the shoulders, into the head. Whatever movement feels good for you. And moving the fingers, maybe moving the wrist, moving the head, moving the shoulders. Maybe all of that at the same time. And then we're going to drop the hands down onto the knees, and the head goes over to the right side. Right hand comes to rest on top of the head, just gently pressing down. And then turning it to face your arm. Continue that stretch. And then release the hand down. Allow the head to go down through the center, chin of the chest. Take a deep breath in and out here. And the head rolls over to the left. Straight ahead of you, left hand comes to rest on top of the head, gently pressing down. Allow this shoulder to rest down in the opposite direction. Really feeling that stretch through the side of the neck. And then you're going to turn to face that arm. Continue to press down gently on the head. Feel how that stretch changes in the neck. And then drop the head down. Roll the head down towards the front, chin to the chest. We're going to interlace our hands, press down just gently, just barely on the back of the head. One more breath here. And exhaling. Head rises back on top of the spine. We're going to take a few shoulder rolls back. So the shoulders come up towards the ears, and then press the shoulder blades together again. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling the shoulders back. Do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. Hands out in front of you. Making a fist, we're going to take some wrist rolls here. Take this at your own pace. Try to keep the forearms steady here. So we're trying really hard just to isolate the wrists here, especially because we use our wrists so much. I want them to be a little bit more open, a little bit more awake. And then we're going to take that wrist roll in the opposite direction. Awesome. Take 1 more of those. And then shake out the hands, shake out the shoulders and arms again. Inhaling the arms up. Gaze comes towards the hands. Exhaling, hands to our center. Again, inhaling up, lift the chest, feel the arms lift, feel the chest expand. Exhaling, hands to our center. 1 more time, inhaling to reach the arms up. This time, clasp the fingers together and press the palms up towards the sky. Look up towards the hands. Keep opening up the chest. As you exhale, round the back. This is a seated cat-cow. Hands come forward. Start to bend the head forward, looking down at the belly button. Round the back. Really feel those arms pressing away from you, and the shoulder blades are reaching back, so getting this nice rounded upper back. And inhaling, reaching the arms up, palms press out, unfolding the body. Exhaling, rounding the back, hands coming towards you. Again, shoulder blades and hands reach to opposite sides of the room. Drop the head. Inhaling to reach the arms up. We're going to take that a few more times. Take this at your own pace. Inhaling to go up. Exhaling to round the back. Remember, each time you round the back to completely drop the head. So you're feeling that stretch and that opening all the way through the back of the neck. Take your time. This can be at any pace that you'd like. I'm going to take that 1 more time. Looking up. Exhaling, drop the hands on your sides. Awesome work. We're going to come to our tabletop. So hands spread out wide underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to do the same thing. This time you're in a regular cat and cow position. Hands pressed down into the floor, knees pressed down into the mat. Inhale to look up, lift the belly. Exhale, round the back. Feel that same motion through your spine. This time, the lower back can also join in even more as it's free seat on the floor. Inhale to look up. Open the front body space. Exhale, round the back. Tailbone drops, head drops. 1 more time. Knee pressing down into the floor. Exhale, rounding the back. Awesome. Come back to neutral spine. I'm going to sit back. We're going to come to seated position again. You're going to grab onto that strap or that towel, whatever you have. I'm going to show you this to the front and then to the back so you can see kind of both ways how it looks. We're going to take our right hand and reach it back behind us. You have your strap in that hand. And then your left hand, the palm is going to face away from you. And the hand comes back behind the back. Reaching up towards the towel or towards your strap. And then this elbow, the right hand, should be pointed up as high as possible. Make sure that rib cage is not sticking out like this, but you're bringing it in towards the center of your body. Abdomen engaged. And then you can walk the hands closer in towards each other and have them grab hold of opposite hands. So looks kind of like this from the back. You have your right arm behind you, left arm up, wiggle the hands in together, grab hold of opposite hands, pulling them in towards each other. I'm going to just take some deep breaths in and out here. 2 more breaths in your own time. And then exhale, slowly unwinding. Shake out the arms. Hands come back, switch your leg position. This time probably your left leg in front. Same thing, we're going to grab onto that strap with our left hand, reach it back behind us. Right hand, palm faces away from you. Reaches back to grab onto that towel. And then walk the hands in closer towards each other. Again, left elbow is straight up towards the ceiling as much as possible. And if you can let go of that strap. Grab both opposite hands. Pull each hand in towards the center. 2 more breaths here. And slowly release. Shake out the arms. Good work. You can place that towel out to the side. Awesome. We're going to come back to our tabletop. I'm going to face kind of at a diagonal for you guys. We're going to start in this tabletop position. The left foot is going to go out to the side. We're going to come up onto that right knee. Reach the arms up. We're going to reach over towards that left leg. Left hand just gently presses down on that leg. Up and over that right side body, and then over towards the left. Really find that length here through the space. Make sure you're not collapsing in this left hip. So you're still finding length in the entire body. You're kind of going for a vertical line. Sorry, diagonal line over towards the corner. Deep breath in and out. Exhaling, the right hand comes down to the floor. Tap the fingertips. If you need a block, place that block under your right hand. Reach the left arm up and over. This time the left side body is stretching. Deep breath in and out. Keep reaching through the left fingertips. Energy out through that arm. We're going to place the right hand flat on the floor. Move that block out of the way if you're using one. You can either stay here. This is a modified side plank. Or you can bring your right foot to your left. Full side plank, left arm reaching up. Deep breath in and out. Keep lifting that right hip up off the floor. We're going to exhale and bring the left hand down to a full plank. We're just going to take a rock front to back, using that lower belly to bring you back towards your feet. So just slight movement. I'm going to take 10 of those. We're at 8 here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to keep going. I'm just going to walk around a little bit there. We're going to come onto our left hand. Turn so that the outside of our left leg is on the floor, and reach the right arm up. Side plank on the other side. Again, if you need a modified side plank, the left knee comes down to the floor. Raising those left hips up, keep working. And then right foot comes down to the floor, the left knee comes down, and continue that stretch, this time arching over to the left. If you need to, you can tent the left fingertips down onto the floor or take a walk under the left hand. Opening up the right side body. Inhaling up, stretching over to the other side. Right hand on right leg, reaching up and over. Again, trying to find that diagonal line. And exhaling back to center. Inhaling both arms up. We're going to do that left to right this time. So going over towards the right side, taking that stretch. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the left. Opening that right side body up. Slowly coming into your full side plank or modified side plank. Right arm reaches up. Those of you who do modified side plank, just like this. Awesome. And we're going to come to our full plank. And again, same thing. Forward and back. Inhaling forward. Turn back. 8. Lower belly in. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Directly going into our side plank on the other side. I'm going to fix you guys. Right hand on the floor. More breaths here. And then dropping left foot down to the floor. Right knee down to the floor. Opening up that side body. Find that stretch. Inhaling up. Reaching over to the other side. Again, find that diagonal. Keeping this right shoulder opening up. Inhaling back up. And both arms up. Exhaling hands to center. Awesome. Returning back to our tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes under and lift the knees up just slightly off the mat. Deep breaths in and out here. Again, lower belly is still tucked. We're going to walk the hands out and come into a full plank. Deep breath in and out. I'm going to drop the right knee down and lift it up. Exhaling. Left knee drops down. Back up. Right knee. Up. Left knee. Up. 4 more. And left. 2 more. Right. And left. Awesome. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog of our practice. Maybe your first downward facing dog of the day. Take a deep breath out here. And take a moment to peel out the feet. So rise onto the balls of one foot and press the opposite heel down. And then switching. Working to lengthen the backs of the legs. Dropping the head here, making sure the back of the neck is relaxed. The hands are pressed down into the floor. And then coming back to stillness slowly. On your next breath in, rise up onto the toes as high as possible. Pull the body forward into high plank. Exhale, bending the knees, pressing back. Downward facing dog, straighten the legs. 4 more times. Inhaling up onto the toes. Body comes forward over the hands. Exhaling, bending the knees. Pressing back. Hips reach up. 3 more times. Moving to that plank. Bending the knees. Pressing back. Inhaling up onto the toes. Snaking the body forward. Bending the knees, pressing back. Downward facing dog, last one. Inhaling up. Body comes forward over the hands. Bending the knees. And back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. If you need to, take the knees down onto the mat. Sitting back in your child's pose. In your child's pose, forehead comes down to the mat, the arms are reaching forward, unless you're really trying to rest your arms and you can bring them back at your sides. But just a reminder, you can always come back to this position. If your wrists are really hurting, you can bring your hands or your fingertips down onto the floor and then press your wrists forward. Take another breath here. And then we're going to come back to a downward facing dog together. We're going to move through a few chatur methods. Inhaling up onto the toes. Hold the body forward to that high plank. Deep breath in and out. Drop the knees down. Drop the chest and chin down. Hold the body forward. Into our low cobra. Exhale, down. Rising up back onto the knees. Pressing the hips back, straighten the legs. Downward facing dog. One breath in and out. Coming up onto the toes. Body comes forward, high plank. This time we're going to lower down halfway. Untuck the toes. Lift up. Upward facing dog. Again, making sure those shoulders are down and back. Your lower belly should still be just slightly active here, so you're not going down into your back like that, but you're lifting the lower back as well. And then flipping the toes. Coming onto a whole foot downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. I'm going to change our lighting here just really quickly, so it's not blinding me as much. There we go. Back to our downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. I'm going to lift the right leg up. Keep lifting that right leg. And make sure that all 10 toes are facing forward or facing down to the floor. Looking forward. The right leg, stepping that foot forward. Take some shifts forward and back, starting to open up that hip. Deep breath. One more inhale, exhale here. And then come back to stillness. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, just gentle back bend, just barely feeling the chest open, the arms open. Exhale back up. Okay, hands are going to come down to our hips. Make sure that you're really pressing down into this right foot and the knees stacked above the ankle. And then make sure that both legs are really pulling towards the center of the body. So you're working your inner thighs here. We're going to drop our left knee down to the floor. And then we're going to try to keep our height of our body and just straighten that leg. Again, dropping that knee down to the floor. Straighten the leg. 3 more times. Drop the knee down. Straighten the leg. Drop the knee down. Straighten the leg. 1 more time. Dropping the knee. And straighten the leg. Nice work. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands down the hips again. We're going to lean the body slightly forward. We're going to press off of this left foot. We're going to come up to standing. Your left foot just barely off the floor. Come up to standing. And then step that foot back. Looking forward, keeping your balance. Don't do what I did. Stepping forward. And then stepping back. Stepping forward, really pushing off of both legs here, but finding your stability in that standing right leg. 2 more times. Stepping forward, stepping back. Last time, stepping forward, stepping back. Nice work. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, lower that knee. Back bend again, reaching to maybe just slightly more back. Pressing the left hip forward. Exhale, hands come back down, frame the foot. Step the right foot back. Lower down through your chaturanga. Either that one on the knees or that one through full chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Meeting a downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhaling to the left leg. Again, all 10 toes are facing forward. Straighten that back. Lift it up just a little bit higher. And exhale, bending the leg, stepping the foot forward. Take that rock forward and back. Maybe checking in already and making sure that the knee is over that. And then slowly coming back to stillness. If you need to, you can drop that right knee down to the floor. Reach the arms back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands come down to the hips. We're going to do the same thing. Again, make sure that the legs are squeezing in towards the center of the body. Lower that knee down. Straighten the leg, keep the height of your body the same. Lower the knee. Straighten the leg, 3 more. Lowering. Straightening, we're really trying to stretch the front of that hip. Lowering. Straightening. Really pressing back with that right heel. Last time. Inhaling the arms up. Just a little back bend here. Excellent, hands come back to the hips. Ready for our next step here. Press off the right toes, step forward. Tap the floor. Step back. Step forward, tap on the floor. Step back. This is 3. Step back. 4. Step back. Last one, 5. Step back. Drop the knee down. Inhaling the arms up. Take that gentle back bend again. Pressing the right hip forward. Excellent. Hands come back down from the foot. Lift the knee. Step the left foot back. Lower down through chaturanga. Opening the chest, dropping the shoulders, space between the shoulders and ears. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. All right, inhaling the right leg up. Lifting it just a little bit higher. This time we're going to open the hip. So stack the right over the left, bend that right leg. Keep reaching that right knee up as much as possible. Check in on your left knee, make sure it's still facing forward. And then straighten that leg out again. Lift it just a little bit higher. And exhale, bending the knee. Stepping forward. Awesome. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhaling hands to the hips. I'm going to take 3 of these again on this side. Knee drops down. Inhaling up. Knee drops down. Straighten the leg. 3rd one. Straighten the leg. Turn the toes to face out. Keep that nice deep bend in the right leg. Arms come out, warrior 2. Deep breaths. Long line from this right hand to the left hand. Lift the right palm, reaching back. Reverse warrior 2. Inhaling back up. Exhaling and going down. Step the right foot back. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Same thing on the other side. Left leg lifts. This time again, opening up. The left foot goes back. Bending that left knee. Make sure the right knee is still facing forward. Straightening the leg out, lifting it just slightly. Exhaling, stepping the foot forward. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands to hips. Again, 3 of these. Drop down and straighten. Drop down, straighten the leg. Last time. Straighten the leg. Turn the toes out to the side. Arms out. Then warrior 2 on the other side. Lift the front palm, release back. Open up the side body. Exhaling, lower the hands down. Stepping up the back. Come to your full plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Deep breath in. All right, moving on. Right leg lifts up. Opening up that hip. Bending the leg. Straighten the leg back out. Exhaling, step forward. Awesome. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, hands come down to the hips. 3 times. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Last time, lower and lift. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, hands come down. We're going to go into our warrior 3. You can do this without a block. You're welcome to do that. Otherwise, take your block or maybe a book out in front of you, so you have somewhere to reach for. You can do it without your hands on the block. Hands come down at your sides. Body is tilted forward. It's nice diagonal line. Press off with that left toe. Lift up. There we go. Now warrior three. Hands can come to heart center. You can point or flex that back foot. Lift and lower belly. Gaze is down on the floor. If you're still really unstable here, bring a slight bend into that standing leg. Our goal here, though, is as soon as possible to get our hands off the floor so we're not kind of in this position. You want your body to be parallel to the floor. We're going to come up to standing, left knee in, pull that left knee in. A nice break here. And exhale, release that left foot down, shake out the legs. Good work. Moving into the other side, but this time we're going to reverse it. Inhaling the arms up, we're going to lift the right leg up. So we're going to find that standing pose, and then we're going to start to reach the right leg back. Warrior three. Check that out. Awesome, same thing on this side. Point or flex that back foot. Try as hard as you can to find this nice parallel position with the body. Bending into the left leg, hands come down, stepping that right foot back. Inhaling, knees up. Exhaling, hands come onto the hips. Drop that leg down 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Hands come down. Step the left foot back. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling up, open that chest. Exhale back down. Moving to the other side. Inhaling the left leg up. Open up that hip. Exhaling, straight leg. Step with that foot forward. Inhaling, arms up. Hands come down to the hips. Bend that knee. Straighten leg. 2 more times. And straighten. Last time. And straighten. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, hands come down for rainbow foot. Get ready for your warrior three. Pressing off the right hands. Lifting up. Deep breath in and out. And then we're going to come up to standing. The right knee comes into the chest. Pull it in. Moment of release. And then to find your breath again. Exhaling, foot comes down. Nice work. Shake off those feet. And we're going to reverse that. Arms up. Left leg lifts. And then stepping that back. Sorry, shooting it back. Warrior three on the other side. Deep breaths. One more chance to find your warrior three on this side. And bending into that right leg, step the left foot back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Last one. Lower. And lift. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Step back. Right leg lower down. Inhaling up. And exhale back down. All right, we have one more flow. Here we go. Inhaling the right leg up. Opening up that hip. Exhaling, straighten the leg. Bending the knees, stepping up. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands to the hips. Let's just take this one once this time. Dropping the knee. Lifting. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands down. Come into your warrior three. Lift off. Power in this stance. And inhaling to come up to that standing position. Hold the knee in. And we're going to continue to stretch our quads here. So we're going to grab onto our left foot or our left ankle, and our left hand, and then you're going to bring your right arm up. For those of you who have done one of my other classes in the past week or two, we did dancer pose in one of those classes and prepped for it. And you guys are warm up and ready. So what you're going to do is you're going to start to press the foot in the hand and lift that leg up, and then your body starts to tilt. So you really want to remain in a pretty upright position. And then back up. We're going to bring that knee back. Last thing on this side. Step that leg back again. Warrior 3. Bending the right leg. Stepping back, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, open up into warrior 2. Got all the warriors today. Flip that front palm. Release back, reverse warrior 2. Inhaling back up. Straighten that front leg. We're going to press our hips back, away from us. So you're already kind of tilting forward. And then your right arm is going to reach down, either on the inside or the outside of that leg. Long line through the arms. Really pressing the shin forward, and then pressing the side of the foot back. So really have a sturdy stance here. We're going to drop that left hand, and we're going to turn our hips to face forward. So all 10 toes are facing forward. You can come up onto the back toes if this is a lot for the back of the right leg. Inhaling, halfway lift, so long flat back here. And then stretching down over the front leg. Hopefully that feels really good for you. Deep breaths in and out. If you need your block again here, put it on the inside of your right foot. Deep breaths in and out. And looking up, bending into the knee. Step back this time right away to your downward facing dog. Right leg steps back to the left. Awesome. Deep breath in and out. And then lifting the left leg up, opening up that hip. Straightening the leg out. Bending the leg, stepping forward. Inhaling arms. Exhale, hands come to the hips. One time bending the knee. Lift the knee. Getting ready for your warrior 3, hands come down at your sides. Press off the back foot. Lift the foot up. Make sure those hips are pointing down. A nice square position your hips here. The lower belly's lifted. And then coming up to standing. Pulling out at the knee. Moment of stretch, moment of relax. Keep that left foot grounded down. I'm just going to switch my position here. Show you guys a little bit better. I'm going to grab on to your right ankle, your right foot here. Left arm will reach up. And then start to press the foot into the hand. And then reach the body forward. Do a nice dancer pose here. To lift up. You want to feel this part of your body lifting up, bringing the leg in. Awesome. Oh, we're not done yet here. Bring that right knee in towards you. I'm going to top of my mat again. We're going to step that foot back. Warrior 3. Drop that foot down slowly. Find your control. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Open arms. Flip that front palm, reverse warrior 2. Inhale, back up. Straighten our leg, hips go back, body goes forward. Reach the right arm up. Opening up that right shoulder. Pressing both feet down firmly into the floor. And then drop the right hand down. Both hips face forward. Come onto the toes of the back foot if you need a little bit less stretch. Now you can take a block on the inside of that left foot. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Deep breaths in and out. One more breath. And then moving forward, bending into that left leg. We're going to do one more chaturanga today. Sweep your left leg back. High plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Beautiful work. Take another breath in. We're going to take those rolls forward into our high plank. We're going to take 3 of them. We're going to take it a lot slower than when you're ready. Inhaling up onto the toes. Slowly rolling forward. Finding your high plank. Bending the knees, pressing. 2 more. Inhaling up onto the toes. Body rolls forward. Exhale, slowly back. One more time. Inhaling up onto the toes. Body rolls forward. Exhale. Really nice work. Drop the knees down. Sit back into your child's pose. Reserve it. Again, making sure that the forehead is pressed down into the floor. The arms, the hands are relaxed here. With every breath, let that tension move your body slowly. Noticing the weight of the rib cage and the torso into your legs, really allowing that to rest. Then I'll walk the hand over to the left side. Hips shift just slightly to the right. Same thing. Deep breaths in and out. Awesome. And when you're ready, hands walk over through the center, to the right, hips shift to the left. Feeling that stretch through the left back space and side body. Wonderful. Walking the hands back to the center, hips come back to the center. And then lift the hips up. So kind of like you're in your tabletop position. Child's pose. So if it feels really uncomfortable, just go back to your regular child's pose. So your hips are going to remain stacked above your knees. And you're just going to walk the hands forward. So it kind of feels like you're scooping your butt up in the air, which you are. Walk the hands forward, either the forehead or the chin down to the floor. You're really trying to bring your chest down, which is difficult. This should really open the front body, open up the shoulders, the chest. Again, deep breaths in and out. One more breath. And then you're going to pull using your hands, the body forward to your stomach. Awesome. We're going to come into a sphinx pose. So you're going to walk the elbows in, so they're right underneath the shoulders. Hands are pressed down into the floor. And feel like you're pulling your body towards the front of your mat with your hands, with your forearms. You're dropping those shoulders down away from the air, so you're not sinking down like this. But you're really pressing down through the forearms. Pulling the body forward, opening up the chest. Maybe close the eyes. The lower belly should be just slightly lifted, slightly moved. Deep breaths in and out. One more breath. And exhale. All right, we're going to do a little bit more quad stretching because we've been working on that. You're just going to reach back and grab either the inside or the outside of the left foot. The hand can come forward, the forearm can come forward, and then you can rest your hand or your head just down on your arm. If you are not getting a stretch still by pulling that arm, pulling the leg in, you can come to the inside of the foot and come up onto the forearm. So your arm will be at about diagonal. Pressing that left hip down into the floor, rolling that leg into place. Deep breaths in and out, whatever variation we have here. Again, the simpler version is down like this, or like this. And then slowly release that foot. Switch to the other side. Grab onto the right foot. And if you want that more challenging, diagonal. And grabbing the foot from the inside. Bringing them towards you. Or that simpler version. On the floor. Deep breaths in and out. Work here. We're gonna bend both of the legs. And then just let the legs drop side to side. And back to stillness. We're gonna roll onto our backs. And the knees into the. We're just gonna take a few last bridges here before moving into our Jasana. So the feet are gonna come down to the floor. Sides. Just make sure that you can barely touch the heels. And then make sure as you come up into your bridge, the knees don't go out to the side like this, but they remain in the same line as your feet. So as we inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward. Exhaling, the lower back is going to come in contact with the floor. You're going to keep moving and lift the hips up. Again, knees are magnetized towards each other. Inhaling at the top here. Exhaling, slowly lower. Inhaling, pelvis tilts forward. Find as much space as you can underneath your lower back. And then the lower back presses down as you exhale, lifting the hips up. Inhaling, exhaling, slowly lowering down. Last time. Inhaling, tilt the pelvis forward, space under the back. Press the back down so there's no space. Lift the hips up. From here, if you'd like to go into a full wheel, you're welcome to do that. The hands are going to frame the face. The elbows are going to face straight up. And then you're going to press down into the hands at the same time. Lift up. Again, knees are coming towards each other and not away. And then slowly lowering down. If you're in your bridge, just lower down from that. Take your time. Back, come in contact with the floor. Tilt the pelvis forward again, and then tilt it back. Just a few times. Pelvis forward, space in the back. And then no space in the back. Let's do that one more time. And this time bring both knees into the chest. Just take a rock side to side, slowly. Take a moment here for any last poses that you'd like to do in your practice, any last things you want to stretch. And then we're all going to come to our Shavasana. So the legs as wide as the mat. Shake out the legs, shake out the hips. Lift up the shoulder blades so they're coming in towards each. Palms are open. Deep breath in and out. Closing down the eyes. Really trying to slow the heart rate back down to its rhythm. Feel the weight of your body against the floor. Imagining that if it were possible, you just fall down to the floor. Releasing any tension in the lower back. Check in with your shoulders and the front and the back of the shoulders. With the chest space, with your jaw, with your forehead. How are you feeling now compared to the beginning of your practice? You are welcome to stay in that Shavasana position for as long as you need. Taking slowly deep breaths. Really allowing yourself to relax. Maybe this is the last really big active thing you're doing today. So really taking that time to learn. Thank you so much again for joining me today in my practice, in your practice. I look forward to seeing you again. I always finish my class with a breath together when I inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And gratitude to yourself. Namaste. Thanks, guys.